It's finally here. Time for some Final Fantasy. We're jumping in. I'm going to lean off of a little bit of pre-release vibes here, and let's jump into a sealed. Today, Final Fantasy. I am so excited. Pre-release was an absolute blast. We have been opening up a little bit of product on the channel, more to come as well, and some fun stuff to get going here. Wow. Listen, if we care, I care about collections. I care about having some of these cards. I'm actually very, very excited for this to see how standard and a few other formats change. This is a pretty cool opening here. So we have Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. When it enters your library equipment card, reveal, put it in your hand. As long as Cloud is equipped, if ability of Cloud or equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers additional time. Not sure how great this is going to be in a sealed format, but we can certainly see depending on the rest of the pool. We have the Nibelheim Flame. This one's pretty cool, very interesting, good flashback card. We have Aerith. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on her. Whenever she dies, put X 1/1 counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on her, which is quite good. And with some life gain synergies, which there are a few, this could be pretty sweet. We have Golbez here, Crystal Collector. Whenever an artifact enters, we surveil one. Beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If you have 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power. Pretty good effect. So 1/4 body on this is also not something to be too upset about. Pretty good blocker, good defensive card. If you're in the artifact synergies here, this could be pretty cool. We have Seymour, or rather Kinnan, the Bonder Prodigy, Human Druid. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. Pay 7 with top 5 cards. Put a non-human creature card from a moment on the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. This is pretty good. It's actually pretty good. We have Jekt, which turns into Braska. Menace deals combat. You can exile it, then return it transformed. 7/7. Each opponent discards a card. You draw a card for 2. Each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. Pretty good. That's pretty good. You'll only be able to really get 1 attack in with this unless you can manipulate the counters, but 7/7 Menace is not something to be too upset about. We have the Wind Crystal here. Gain life, you gain twice that much life. Creatures you control gain flying and lifelink until end of turn. Actually a pretty good synergy here with Aerith, but don't know that we'll play that. And then Starting Town. Pretty cool. All right, some good rares here. See what the rest of the pool has, then we'll put something together. We'll jump into some games. I'm very, very excited for this. We have double infantry. Okay, we could do the infantry thing. You're Not Alone is kind of an interesting combat trick. We have the big old cat beast here. Tap target non-enchantment creature, which is kind of interesting. We have Slash of Light, which not the best removal spell, but if you are in the equipment piece or you're making some tokens or you are going to generally have a go wide strategy, this is pretty good. 1 and a white for dealing some damage. And I like the fact that it's equipment because it's not reliant on solely your creatures, which is pretty good. And plenty of, because of job select, you really get some good value out of this card. I actually think this is a step up from other versions we've seen just with job select. We have the Inspiration. Bad creatures get +2/+0. It's kind of interesting. The Gale Cat. We have the Chukmog, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Primal Garuda. 4 damage. Tap. Target creature and opponent controls. This is pretty nice. Another target creature gets +1/+0 and gains flying. So this would be like a good follow-up to Aerith to be able to get in some damage and continue to grow her, which is pretty cool. The Wind Crystal. We have the Fate, which is good. And Graha Tia. Yeah, this is pretty good. Our white's pretty solid. Take a look at blue here. Cargo ship's not bad. Double Ice Magic is nice. Sahagin, our 1/3 that can get bigger. The Wyvern's pretty good. Merchant, a looter, it's all right. Thief's Knife I actually like. With some evasion, this can be pretty good. Rook Turret, some card draw there. Good synergies. We have Shiva. You're tapping things down, you're drawing cards. And Travel the Overworld to draw some cards. We'll see how many towns we have. Blue's not bad. Our blue-white synergy wouldn't be too terrible here. Ice Magic, some good removal. Not really no equipment, which is kind of what we're looking for if we're going to utilize Cloud. Take a look at black. We have Hecti is pretty good. Poison Waters can be pretty cool. The Dire Rat, the Treachery, so some good removal. We have the Limit Break, the Ahriman. Actually, this ends up being, I found pretty good use of this in pre-release, I will say that. Ends up being a good blocker. Can get also punching some damage in the air. We have Double Fang. Pretty interesting. Salvagers is pretty good as well. We have Fight On. Of course, we have the Jacked, we have the Traders, and a Marlborough. Our black actually looks pretty solid too. Take a look at red, double Blazing Bomb. We have the item Shopkeep. So if we want to do the red-white, we have double Repair as well. I'm not as big a fan of this because it requires you to cast the non-creature spells. So that's not as good, in my opinion, in terms of equipment. An item Shopkeep is actually quite good. Sabo Tender, little landfall action, self-destruct. Queen I wasn't super impressed with so far, but I think you do need a little bit of a build around. Barrett can be pretty solid. All the Chocobos, pretty good. Again, we have the Aflame. Oh, we have a Dovin's Veto as well in blue-white there. We have the Cactuar, the Gardener, double Airship Crash. This is like good green, just not deep at all. We have Insomnia, so 1 town. We have the Trino Dark City, so 2 towns. We have the Golbez. Shentoto. You can draw some cards off of this, which is pretty cool. We actually have quite a few of the towns. We have X Death, which could be pretty good. Cloud of Darkness, also quite good. Summoner here. We had a lot of sagas. This would be solid. That's pretty good too. Ignis. And starting town, world map. Poo-poo UFO. Put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. End of turn, this creature's base power becomes equal to the number of towns you control. Kind of interesting. We have the ring. And an Iron Giant. We have starting town, so we know we're going to play that. We do have world map, so we have some good fixing here. I'm curious which direction we want to go. I really didn't get... I was kind of hoping to have a bunch of equipment, not going to lie. I really did want to play Cloud. I don't know that that makes a whole ton of sense here, though. But maybe we look at some artifact synergies, which we have with Magitech and Gallicat. And we have a little bit of that here in blue with some other good instants. The question would be, what's our other color? What other color do we want to support? We have some fixing. We could go white and green. She's pretty good. Okay, we will, yeah, we'll take a look at this. We'll see what we can put together here, and we'll be back just a sec. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna land. I originally had gone 3 colors because our fixing was pretty good, but I realized we're probably just diluting it for not much value. I had blue in here originally. I thought we could go a little bit more artifact focused, but as I took a look at it, that just really didn't make a ton of sense unless I wanted to play a bunch more of these. Like, we're gonna play the world map, but I really wasn't playing anything else out here, and really Golbez was kind of the main reason I wanted to look at doing that, and that just didn't make a ton of sense either. Because we're so low on equipment, we really didn't have a ton of value of a lot of artifacts sticking around, and so I just decided we're pretty solid here in black and white, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and run with that. We get a decent suite of removal. We've got You're Not Alone, Light, the Treachery, Limit Break, and the Suncrist. We do have a Fight On to get a couple of these things back. We can Swamp Cycle the Marlborough. Grahatia, and then we just have pretty good curve all the way throughout. We're a little heavy on 3, sitting at 2.9 average though, but a couple of Magic Tech Infantry, a couple of good, decent 2-drops that we can get some value out, and then essentially we're just going to try to punch in some damage and make some things work here. Jack is probably our best top-end type finisher or creature that we could expect to get some damage. Again, if we get an opportunity to get this flip, that could be pretty good, and we have a few ways to give it some. It's got natural evasion with Menace, but we can help to pump that up. Primal Garuda can also help us to do some things there if Jack is on the battlefield. So I think we give this a go, and we'll see how it does. Get to some games. All right. Nice 2 into 3 curve. I am running Fang, even though we don't have the meld here. We have a few ways to get a couple of cards out of the graveyard. More importantly, it's legendary creature, so that can be impactful for Aerith here in the future. And let's see how this goes. It's a little laggy, actually. I guess somewhat to be expected with a new set out, but I know there were some issues. Got rid of the side quest plate Blitzball. What does Street Thief do here? Or one of our scouts, pirates, or rogues you control, you can come into the player, exile the top card of the player's library. You can cast it if you don't create a treasure token. That's pretty good. Got a good blocker here. Okay, we can stop drawing lands at any point. Way too many lands. Sure. What do we want to do here? Does it make sense just to get Graha out? I think it does. Might end up bouncing this. Thunder Magic? No? Alright. Maybe they're flooding as well? I don't know, we've flooding pretty hard here. There's the Ice Magic. I'll put it on top, it is pretty good. Okay. I'm just getting absolutely blown out here. Is this a pirate? No. Not gonna let you deal the damage there. Well, this route we can kill this and play an infantry, which feels pretty decent. Certainly lose some value, but I will take the 1 damage. Activate. And then we play Ahriman. A little 2/2 flying death touch and blocker. It's about to eat a lightning bolt or thunder magic. Yeah, I think they're flooding a little bit too. Holy lands, Batman. Okay. Oh, I think we just play this that way. If we need to, we can sacrifice it and get some value. I guess maybe that didn't make a lot of sense. You have some good value here. I could kill the Elder. Let's just do this. I think we just press some damage here. Get aggressive. Yep. We have the Salvagers. Ah. We have the Flyer. See if they take the double block here. End the turn. All right, we need something impactful here. That seems pretty good. Let's bring the team. I'm all right with the trades here. And they're dead. Good game. Okay, well, decided a little bit of land flood there. That worked out all right. Okay, we got an infantry. Heck dies. It's pretty good. Turn 1 infantry. That's how we like to do it. Is this gonna get thunder magicked? It is. All right. I don't blame him. That's pretty good. Now you can discard a card. We got a pretty good little curve here. The stack has been good on its curve for these couple of games. Call the Mountain Chocobo. It's unfortunate because this actually gets powered up pretty well with the infantry. Oh, that's some good cards they milled. All right. Well, now if we see a land, I'm hoping they don't kill this. This will be backbreaking if we're able to hit and flip it. I mean, I'm not gonna... What do we got here? Sure. I mean, that's pretty well fine. We're flipping, baby. How about a 7/7? Menace. What do I want to do here? You know what? Do I just kill this? I think I do, right? The 7/7 Menace. They'd have to play 2 creatures. If anything is small enough, yeah. I was gonna say, then we just limit, then we slash a light. We have You're Not Alone on top of it. We can actually, interestingly enough, we would have been able to potentially Slash of Light and Limit Break. Although, no, I would have needed more mana. I forget that the 0 on this is just a 3/2. If you pay 5 for this, it becomes a 7/2, which is pretty insane. But we could have gotten a good buff there. Potentially we're putting in 9 damage next turn. That seems pretty good. Okay. A little bit of a slower start here, but we are on the draw, so maybe we can find one of our turn 1 or turn 2 plays. But this is pretty good otherwise. There's a Treachery that we have access to. I like this card a lot, actually. Rail and Draw. That's a good card. I really like the Dreams. With Flashback, too. Really nice. All right, so we got to keep an eye out potentially here. Late blue artifacts, maybe? Let's see. We shall see. Pass here. I'm probably going to Salvagers first. And then Chocomog. Maybe? We'll see. We probably Treachery anything that we can. That off the battlefield. Orbital. I think I Salvagers here. Then I can Chocomog. It's a 3/3. I can potentially then plus it up as well. Get in some good damage or combat trick. And I want to get as many of the usefulnesses out of the saga things here. Okay, that's not as great. Do I want to use You're Not Alone on this? Probably not. This is other creatures? Yeah. Let's see what else they play here. There is a... if we have better looking combat with 2 3/3s coming in... that's an interesting one. This might be aggressive here, but I'm just going to destroy this. And then try to get in for 6. I have access to a lot of mana. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Am I about to get Knights of the Round? Okay. Let's play this. This is on turn 3. I'll play the Heck Dies. This gives this You're Not Alone a bigger bump. I think we just have to tempo here to get rid of an island. What they're likely going to do is block down the Salvagers. Yep. And then we can pump this. And then next turn, lose 2 life, discard a card, exile top 3 cards. We have a 4/4. We're going to lose this on the next turn. We got in some damage. We'll ping for 1. Flashing back, which means they're digging. That's probably okay. Somewhat decent for us. I don't know what they play here. Blitzball. Get to draw a card. Draw and discard here. Land, I'm imagining they're pitching. Maybe not. They had another ring. Holy moly. Sure. Ooh, that's tough because it doesn't make a ton of sense to... Doesn't make a ton of sense to attack with the salvagers here. It's like, do I just get this in to be a big body? I actually think I play this. Yeah, so my understanding is you have to deal... Sacrifice this artifact, draw 2 cards, only if it was dealt by a legendary creature this turn. Yeah. There is a legendary creature. Let's start paying some life to tap some things down. We used up a good amount of removal here. So I could tap down the Rook turret. I don't think we do that yet. I think we just do this.
Are we going water balloons or not?
Not today, bud.
Tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay.
Bye.
If you're still working, well, I will ask Mom.
We're not doing water balloons today. A couple days, probably. On the weekend, alright?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we're in a good position to attack here. It's really the 3/3 getting in the way here. Is what does this do? You can sacrifice... Oh, what is this? Yo, that's a huge creature. That's going to swing the game very poorly. Not in my favor. Dang it. Oh, we're in trouble now. We are in trouble now. What does this do? Yeah, moving that's really good. You can start punching for some damage. Keep your flyers up. That seems pretty good. Ooh. This is pay 6, X out, return to the battlefield transformed only as a sorcery. Put a 1 counter on each creature you control. Loses. Those creatures gain flying. Yeah, I have to kill this. Let's do that now. Or attempt to, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty well dead here. I can't even attack with Marlborough. Yeah, that's probably going to kill me. That was a good combo here. Yeah. Taking a lot of damage here. 5. They're only attacking with that, which is interesting. So I take 5 here. What do I do? So I can get the infantry in. I can't tap that down. Feels like I tap this. I don't have a lot that's going to help me out here. I think I'm pretty well sunk on this game. Because I can tap something else down, but not the 5/5 non-enchantment creature. These are enchantment creatures. Can tap down one of the 3/3s. If I attack with everything, they can block 2 things. So they block the 4/4 and a 2 damage. I could get 1, 2, 3 damage in. I can present a blocker. My best bet, the best I could hope for is just a point of damage going through. And then they take 2 from the pings. And I don't get any positive trade-off here. I think we just... Am I just dead next turn, though? Each other creature. So it becomes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I have to attack here. Yeah, then I get a blocker. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. The summon creatures for this is not great. I think that was my only real pathway to victory here. Let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Good game. Ooh. I'm going to try it. We have the infantry. We have a 2-drop. We have a removal spell. We need a 1 land. We need a swamp. There's my swamp. Get this going. Can infantry next turn. Potentially. The greens. What do I want to do here? Do I slash? Salvagers? I think we just salvagers. I will attack with this. That 2/2 out of here. Plus, we can get this back with fight on, so. Ooh, a little 3-color action. The Wyvern. it's interesting because I could attack, trade off the salvagers potentially for both, and get fight on back. Let's do that. They have to double block. I'm okay with this. We'll play the trader. Still have Slash of Light, which has opportunities. We can also fight on and play the Magitech. That makes sense. Sure. And again. Excuse me. I'm not going to do that. Sure. Take some damage here. Another land would be great to be able to fight on and salvagers. We got some options here. The trader also represents some pretty interesting scenarios. Also, this is going to die next turn. So they're definitely attacking with that. Combat tutorial, sure. That's a good card. I like combat tutorial. Yeah, there's just no reason not to do this. You gotta play for 2 is the question. Well, this is at instant speed? Sure. I'm going to decline this. Oh, so what's interesting now here is, do I just wait? Sure. This is at instant speed, right? So I'm going to be able to fight on. Is this only on my turn? Yeah, that's gone. 2, 4, 6. That's 6 mana. I'm gonna Slash Light this now. That way I don't take the damage. Sure. I'm gonna get Salvagers and the Trader back. I think I'm better off doing this. Being able to recur the salvagers is pretty good. That's pretty good. I wish I had some flashback cards here to really make good use of Fang. Fang being able to draw some extra cards is really impactful. That would be nice. Well, as long as that doesn't... Oh, well. They're going to make it a 4-4, I guess. Yeah. I'm surprised they cycled the 6-6. I mean... Can't imagine you're attacking me with this. Yeah. If I attack, deal 2. 2 things die. Let's see if I traitor. Oh, I was trying to think, how can I do this? If I just swing out... and they kill Fang and the Salvagers, this is going to deal 2. These 2 things dying would be 2 more. And then this deals 2 damage. Like, this is just lethal, right? I did my math right here. Good game. I can do math. I can do math. Okay. You know what? Take it. Good to see our tap land. Haven't seen that often. Now we'll get to both our colors. Play this guy. Got a good little curve here. Probably Gaily Cat next, I think. Black Mage's Roll. Or do we Fang? I actually like Gaily Cat here. Not gonna play into the Black Mage. Kept a 2-lander, I guess. I'll take a win. I'm not mad at it. Oh, look at this. This isn't a good enough hand to keep. It's a little sad that it is. I'm gonna mold this. I will keep this, though. And I actually think I pitched the planes. We can get Undercity Dire Rat, potentially for the 4th. Draw here. We would hope to draw at least 1 more land. Because it'd be nice to curve into Jacked and then Graha. We are going to play the Undercity Diddy Rat. Undercity Dire Rat. That's the words I'm using. Little 3 colors action. Crossroads. See how much they help me out here if they kill my rat. Doubtful. It'd be great to go Jacked into Graha. Cool. Alright. They're not helping me out here. Discard a card, my friend. Oh, I will double block Lock Cole here, given the opportunity to do so. I will also not be afraid to use You're Not Alone to pump up one of these if they decide to tap down, try to punch in with Lock. Got rid of an infantry. I need to get this 4th mana. Pretty badly, actually. Sure. This is going to work out really nicely in my favor. Because it'll still die. It trades. I get the treasure token. I just... Absolutely. Right? Now, they could have a way to kill this, which would be sad. If they tap it down and spend their turn to do that, or spend their mana to do that, that's probably still a win for me. I do need to see some more lands here, though. And if they do tap it down, I can use Fate of the Sun Chris to actually kill Kahurl? The Cat Beast. I can use this to kill the Cat Beast. If we get another land, I could play Magitech and kill it if they tapped it down. So that's not bad either. A Demon Wall. Brainstorm. Yeah, so they are going to tap it. Brainstorm is very good. Alright, let's go to combat. Ooh. I obviously can't attack with it. That's an interesting dilemma to be in. Sure. They're tapping it now because they're going to pump up the demon wall? I can't play Graha, so... What did I just pitch? My Marlborough... Yeah. That's rough. That is rough. Not hitting land is tough here. Sure, that just smokes my board. Do I want to kill this? This cruise for 1? Gosh. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll take 3. I'm in bad shape here. I don't think we're winning. What's our decision? What are we doing? Did I get lucky? They just disconnect. I thought about it for a while. Hey, Aerith is pretty good. I think my best bet here sure. What does this do? Each opponent discards a card, you draw a card. That's a lot of damage for me. It feels like block here, take the other damage, fate that guy. I mean, this just feels terrible here, but I have to do this. They're leaving this alive. How much is this coming back at me? 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna have to let them basically spend all their mana to Demon Wall. And attack with everything here. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but what could I do? Take 6 here. This land is just a little too late. Okay, well, that was a tough game here, being stuck on 4. We go 4 and 3. How'd this feel? Pretty okay. I just don't feel like we had a ton of great bombs. I feel like we needed a little bit more removal here. Maybe there's a better build, just taking a look at it. I just didn't get enough equipment. I do think there's an opportunity where, like, Cloud could have been pretty good. Maybe the wind, I don't know. I don't think the crystals are great going to be in sealed environment. Inspiration could have been maybe okay, but I don't think that was great either. Maybe blue was a better route to go. I don't feel like our black was bad at all. Again, we had like the shop keep, so like a couple of red equipment and a couple of the white equipments, like the white mage's staff and a few things could have been actually pretty nice. And maybe we should have just tried to jam red anyways, taking a look at it, but I do feel like our removal here in black was pretty good. Green was just a little too shallow. I just didn't really, I feel like, get to utilize a lot of our great uncommons here. Maybe green, but a green was so shallow. Right, we had the Cactars, the airships, the Wanderings, and the Rexar. All good cards. but maybe not quite where we want it to be. Maybe a 3-color deck would have performed a little bit better too. Splashing in maybe white, green, black could have been pretty good with Cloud of Darkness, X-Steph. We would have got her the Renoa, a couple of other things here. Maybe going more into the artifacts would have been a good idea, but our first sealed here on Arena, not too bad. I'll take a 4 and 3. We did open a cloud, which is pretty cool, so I'm happy about that. Add to the collection a little bit, and yeah, I'll take a generally winning record to get things started here. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you're enjoying some Final Fantasy. Again, very excited for a new format. We're going to be jumping in to probably a few more sealeds, as well as a whole bunch of draft. Again, we're cracking some packs on the channel here, so keep your eyes out over the next couple of weeks. We do those every Wednesday. We have big playlists for all of our Arena content, do mostly limited here, as well as we have a good playlist of all of our pack openings. So if you enjoy collector boosters, play boosters, bundles, and some other fun stuff, be sure to check that out. And stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for us. On the way, on the road to 1,000 subs, our first big channel milestone. So we'd appreciate your support. Likes and comments are great. Links in the description. Come join the Discord. So you can come over there. We're going to Magic the Gathering channel. Chat it up. Show us some pulls if you crack packs or whatever the case may be. Show us some cool sealed pools or maybe some cool draft decks as well. We'd love to have you. So with that, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Peace.